What is up? How's it going, YouTubes? My name's Tyler. I'm definitely an addict. I'm definitely an alcoholic. I'm blessed to be sitting here and talking to you guys today. Suboxone Withdrawal. Suboxone Maintenance. Suboxone period. I was on Suboxone for the better part of 6 years, almost 7, and I was on maintenance. I went to a doctor every month. I had to travel about 45 minutes to go to this doctor one way. I had to pay anywhere from fucking $60 to $120 a month. It fucking varied, plus the Suboxone prescription, which was $50. Thank God I had insurance, which helped with the costs. Let's see, at the beginning of 6 years, I knew about Suboxone, knew that it helped people get off of opiates. I was a hardcore heroin addict. I was shooting heroin, I was shooting Roxy's, I was doing every drug under the sun, but opiates was my sell everything, I don't care about anything, I will do whatever it takes to get my next high. That was opiates for me. It was nasty, it was brutal, I sold everything. At one point I owned a house, bought a house, had a boat, I had a nice truck, had a great job, and I threw all that shit away. I'm not gonna get too much into my personal shit, because that's a whole nother story. About why I was using and you know, what would trigger me to use. But anyway, I'm gonna stick on the topic of Suboxone and how I went about getting off of Suboxone. Before we get into it, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is just strictly my experience with getting off Suboxone, and it's for educational purposes only. Getting off Suboxone, the hardest thing I've ever done. Not sitting here telling you this to scare you. I'm sitting here telling you this because I have to be honest. Suboxone, being on it for 6 years, I'm sure you want to know my dose. I started off at 8 milligrams in the morning, 8 milligrams at night to get off the opiates. I slowly started weaning myself down. Before the 6 years, I was on Subutex for maybe 2 years. Subutex was a different experience. I was juggling it with opiates, so it was not really a maintenance. It was more of a crutch to not have to have dope all the time to function. If I didn't have the dope, I'd take the Subutex. Shooting it, snorting it. Very rarely would I take it the correct way of subliminally. True addict. Let's see. So, 6 years ago, I got on Suboxone Maintenance. 8 milligram, AM, PM. Slowly dropped down to 4 and 4. Again, dropped down to, I cut that in half. Went to 2 and 2. Those jumps weren't too bad because I took a long period of time on the dose. The 8-8, I didn't take too long. I realized that was a lot, and I quickly tried to get myself down to 4 and 4, partly because my doctor was prescribing me 8 and 8, and I didn't want to go to the doctor every fucking month, so I was, you know, I had a somewhat of a reason to cut my dose and have to save a little bit of cash. And that's what I did. But eventually he caught on, and he's like, well, you haven't been here in 3 months, so you know, what's going on? What are you doing? I finally had to admit to him, yeah, I've tapered myself down to, you know, 4 milligrams in the morning, 4 milligrams at night. Sometimes I would, you know, go even lower. I was mixing it up, seeing how I felt, playing with the doses. That's kind of what I did. Now, don't get me wrong, this whole time I was not sober, all right? I consider people, if they're taking just Suboxone and they're doing maintenance, it's almost, I wouldn't say you're sober, but you are guaranteed to live a better life than you would be if you were shooting dope. Guaranteed. So Suboxone did work for me. It did save my life, I believe, truly. Otherwise, you know, and Suboxone, the film strips, I would probably be dead right now. Not probably. I put a 98% chance on it that I would be dead right now if it wasn't for Suboxone. So Suboxone's not all bad for maintenance, but it's not good. Did it save my life? I will say yes. Suboxone saved my life, and for that, I'm grateful for Suboxone. I think there comes a time in everyone's life, especially mine, where I wanted to get off the Suboxone. It felt like I had handcuffs on me. It felt like I was. There's just something wasn't right up here. The wires weren't 100% connecting. It was my emotions were very dull. There were no real highs and no real lows. It was kind of just like a middle ground, 24/7. I didn't really care about much, you know. I could care less about shit. As time went on, as the longer I was on Suboxone, you know, it just kind of leveled me out to a state that I didn't really like, you know. I forgot who Tyler was, you know. I forgot who I was. Truly. You know, was my ego still there? Fuck yeah, my ego was still there. I thought I was bigger than all the drugs. So, you know, I thought I could take my Suboxone, go drink, go party, go shoot coke, go shoot ketamine, take some LSD on the weekends, you know, drink on the weekends. During this whole time, I was holding jobs, you know. I worked my way up through jobs, and I got to a pretty successful job. One that I'm proud of, you know. I was proud of that time. I would limit my partying, you know. At least think I was a functioning addict for sure. I wasn't doing dope, and dope was my shit. That's when I couldn't go to work. That's when I had to chase that shit 24/7. You know, I never truly got addicted to anything again. Did I like it? Fuck yeah. Was I physically dependent on stuff? No. Up until 6 months ago. 6 months ago, I started. We'll just say it. I started abusing Xanax, Xanax and Adderall, basically to work. Adderall to work, Xanax to come down at night, and I liked how fucking Xanax made me feel. A lot. I liked how Xanax made me feel a lot. So I started taking it more and more. You know, I'd snort a little quarter in the mornings. You know, mix it with my Adderall. Life was good. That's what I thought. During that time, trying to stay healthy, going to the gym, trying to eat right, you know, but shit was just falling apart at the seams. So, sorry, I'm kind of spewing a lot here, but I think I need to give you guys some context of where I was at and how Suboxone worked for me and didn't work for me. While you're on Suboxone, you're supposed to be working a program. You're supposed to be working AA or NA or some type of sobriety, you know, whatever works for you. But you're not supposed to be partying and fucking going off. I'm not going to say the deep end, but mixing a ton of drugs and alcohol together, trying to function. You know, you're supposed to be using the Suboxone to maintain off of opiates and not use drugs and alcohol at the same time. That's what you're supposed to do. But being the true addict that I am, I said, fuck that. I am definitely going to keep using drugs because that's what I like to do, and I don't like to feel my feelings and emotions, and I like to get high. So that's what I fucking did. And it stopped working, I'll tell you real quick. 36 years old. I've been using drugs since I was 16, and alcohol. Anyway, back to Suboxone. Suboxone is the hardest drug I've ever had to come off of. The hardest. I'm not saying it to scare you. I'm saying it because it's true. It is a no fuck around withdrawal. It sucks. It sucks. And I highly recommend tapering your dose down as much as you possibly can before you jump off of it. Listen, you have to taper down. If you do not taper down and you're jumping off at 16 milligrams a day, you're gonna be fucking annihilated, all right? Can you do it? Absolutely. Can you do it at home trying to go to work? Absolutely not. You will crash and burn. You will relapse on your opiates. You will not make it. I'm just telling you, there might be some people out there, God bless them if they can do it. I don't know anybody that's done it. So taper your dose down. Taper down. I was at 1 milligram before I jumped off. I had to go to detox and rehab to get off of Suboxone. Okay? I could not do it at home. I lived by myself. I was working a very intense job. It demanded many hours. It demanded my full attention. Hence why I was abusing Adderall and Xanax, because I was so stressed out and I needed that energy to get through the fucking days. At least I thought it was helping me. It was destroying me. But anyway, that's why I was doing that. Suboxone. Taper your dose down. I would even go lower than 1 milligram. I would get as low as you possibly can, and I would hold those doses for maybe a month. Let your body kind of get used to that lower dose, and I would go down as far as you can, guys. It's not something to fuck around with. The lower your dose, the less painful your withdrawal is going to be. All right. There were people in detox with me that were jumping off of 8 and 8. There was another kid in there jumping off of 32 milligrams a day. I don't know how long he was on it. He said he was for a while. Who really knows? 32 milligrams a day. The kid was out of his mind. All right. You don't want to be that. You need to get your dose down. So get your dose down. Period. All right. I think I made it clear enough. As I said, I jumped off at 1 milligram in the AM, 1 milligram in the PM. It sucked. All right. I was in detox. They were giving me Ativan, which is a benzo. 2 milligrams in the morning, 2 milligrams at lunch, 2 milligrams at night for, I believe, a week. Then they slowly started tapering me off the Ativan, because once I get out of detox, you don't want to be fucking withdrawing hardcore from benzos. I was addicted to benzos for 6 months before I went into fucking detox. I was already, the Ativan didn't do shit for me. Not shit. All right. It was like a fucking Advil. All right. It did nothing. But they also gave me other comfort meds. Ibuprofen I was taking every damn day. Tylenol I was trying to take as much as I could. Bad things for you, don't recommend it, but to make my life easy, to make my life to make the withdrawal somewhat tolerable, I had to take whatever I could get my hands on. They called it comfort meds. You probably Google it, detox comfort meds, Suboxone, and see what comes up. I probably should have that information for you guys. I'm sorry I don't, but if you want to know, you can leave a comment, and I'll go back through my logs and check out exactly what I was taking. But it didn't matter. Let me just tell you, it did not matter, guys. You have to gut through it, and you gotta want it. All right, Suboxone withdrawal is something you got to want to get through. This shit. They offered me subs in detox. All right, they offered me more subs than I was taking, which made no sense to me. So right then I knew these people didn't know what was best for me. All right, they were going to give me 2 milligrams in the morning, 2 milligrams at night. I was already down to 1 and 1. Why the fuck are you going to give me 2 and 2? All right, go fuck yourself. So I denied Suboxone immediately in detox. I wanted off of it. I wanted it. All right, that's another huge thing. You gotta want it. If you don't want it, don't torture yourself. Stay on Suboxone and do it correctly. I'm begging you guys, you got to do it correctly, which means working up AA. It's not too late. You can stop the other drugs. Keep taking your Suboxone to stay off the dope, stay off the opiates, save your life, all right? But when you're ready, you gotta be prepared, all right? You gotta be prepared. If you're gonna do it at home, which detox and rehab's not an option for everybody. I'm extremely blessed. If For you guys that are going to do this at home, you got to give your work 2 weeks. You got to save money. You got to prepare for this shit. This is something you don't just do, you know? This is something you prepare for months, maybe a year. You save up rent, a month or two's worth of rent. You get the comfort meds that you're gonna need. All right, I can, as I said, I can get that information for you guys if you really want it. I'm telling you, it's not gonna help you a ton. You know, it might take the edge off just a little. I'd say maybe like 10-20%. All right. You're not gonna be sleeping. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. But you gotta want it. If you want it, you'll do it. All right, you hear me? If you want it, you will do it. The pain in me, the suffering was enough to where I wanted to get off Suboxone. You hear me? I wanted it. I was tired of having handcuffs on me 24/7, having to carry fucking Suboxone in my fucking pocket everywhere I went, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get home to my medicine cabinet to take my Suboxone. I don't know. Maybe my car might break down. Maybe I might fucking, who knows? I might sleep. I don't know. You know, I would always have one or two in my wallet, always stashed behind my credit cards or whatever. The films sucked. I hated it. Going to the doctor every month, fucking hated it. Having to piss test, hated it. Having to cheat the piss test, hated it. Having to buy fake piss and put fucking buprenorphine little pieces in it, hated it. Having to make sure the piss was warm before I got there. Having to put a fucking heating pad on the piss. Having to fucking go through all these fucking hoops and go into the pharmacy, go into the fucking, call my insurance. Why is the bill higher this month, doc? You know, when's it gonna end? When's it gonna end? Am I gonna be on this shit the rest of my life? I didn't want that. I fucking did not want that. I hated it. I fucking hated it. But it saved my life. It saved my life, which is crazy. At least I think it did, you know? I probably would have overdosed by now. As I said, what I said earlier, 95%? Yeah, I think 95% chance I'd be dead right now. So thank God for Suboxone. But there comes a time in life where you don't want to fucking use opiates anymore, because they got fentanyl, they got carfentanil. You don't know what the fuck's in this shit anymore. I don't know what's in it. I don't know if I'm getting straight heroin. I might take I was taking goopers of fucking dope, spoon it, fucking heat it, fucking shoot it, fall out. Thank God I'm not dead. I mean, this was before fentanyl was popular. Right now, fentanyl is everywhere. This shit will fucking knock you down. If you get carfentanil, you're fucked. I say a fucking pencil head of this shit will kill you. It's insane. Guys, so if you can, go to detox. I don't care if it's a county-run shitty detox. Go to detox. Gut it through. It's gonna suck, but if you want it, you'll do it. Period. If you can't go to detox, get yourself some fucking benzos. I don't think weed will make it better, honestly. I think weed ups your paranoia, it kind of elevates everything. So I highly wouldn't recommend using pot. If you're a stoner already, maybe it might be all right. But if you don't smoke weed, I wouldn't start getting into it. Benzos will help you. Do not overdo it, and don't take them longer than 2 weeks, because it will. You don't want to come out of this addicted to benzos, because the benzo withdrawal can be very, 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 very bad also. And especially if you're the seizure type, you're gonna be fucking seizuring out if you're on this shit for longer than a month or two. You don't want to do that. You don't want to double fuck yourself, all right? If you got to do it at home, as I said, you got to be prepared. You got to have I'd say a month's worth of shit in your house, and be prepared to stay there in your house for a month without leaving. Literally. Be prepared. Have food. Have somebody bring you food every week. I don't care if you got to do save up money so you can order groceries online and have them delivered to your fucking front door. That's what it's going to take. You're not going to want to go outside. You're not going to want to do shit. You're not going to want to move. Everything feels like a mission. You're not going to want to wash your clothes. You're not going to want to wash your dishes. Maybe if you can afford it, get fucking takeout every meal. That's crazy. That's so expensive. But if you can, if you've got the luxury of doing it, do it. If you have that luxury, you should be going to detox, though. Let me just tell you. Detox will save your fucking life. I hope you have insurance. If you have insurance, go. I paid cash out of pocket. Thank God I had a family that supported me through this, and they actually paid for it. And I'm fucking forever thankful for that. As I said, I'm very blessed. I was very lucky to be able to get off Suboxone like I did. But I wanted it. If you don't want it, you're not going to do it. Let's see, what else can I recommend? Tons of water. Water, you're going to be shitting fucking streams of shit for a long time. I'm talking months. A month, 6 weeks. 6 weeks you're gonna be shitting liquid. Sucks, but it does stop. It does stop. I'm confidently say I'm taking solid shits again, and it feels fucking amazing, dude. How long have I been off Suboxone? 56 days today. Feeling better. Still got restless legs. Stopped about a week ago. Suboxone comes in waves. The withdrawal comes in waves, and it starts getting less and less. Eventually, at the start, it's like big highs and big lows, and you might feel like you're getting through it, and then all of a sudden the next day you're like, fuck, I'm getting owned right now. It comes in waves, and it takes a while, but it gets better. It gets better. I can almost say I'm through with the physical shit. I think I'm finally through with the physical withdrawals. 56 days out. Mental, I'm doing a lot to keep my mental game on point, but I'll get into that in another video. Suboxone withdrawal. Don't wish it upon my worst enemy, but it's a reality for a lot of people, and if there's anything I can do to help you, please reach out. My email is, well, I don't know if I should get it on personally. No. I'll comment in the comment section. If you guys got any questions, comment in the comment section and I'll answer them. I'm here to help. I want to help. I wanted to give you my experience, some strength, and some hope that it does get better. And you can do this. I promise you, you can do this if you want it. It's all about the want and gutting through this shit. It's really just a fucking mind fuck. It's a physical torture. It's torture, but you can do it. I did it. I never thought I could do it, and I did it. I was in detox for 11 days, and then they put me to rehab. No comfort meds, withdrawing off benzos, withdrawing from Suboxone. Not the best time, but I had other people around me that were also addicts, that were also going through shit. Some people got there after me that were also withdrawing from Suboxone. Huge support, huge support. We could talk about it. Talking about it was huge. It's almost imperative you go to detox and rehab to really get off the shit. I highly, highly recommend you find out a way to get to detox and rehab. Come to South Florida. That's where I did it. I'm in South Florida. That's where I live. That's where I'm from. It's a great rehab place. I can recommend some rehabs if you need it. I don't get nothing from this, all right? I'm doing this strictly out of love for my fellow Suboxone users and my fellow drug addicts and fucking alcoholics, dude. This is out of pure love, and I want to just help you guys. Anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap up the video. If you want it, you can do it. Believe in yourself. Believe that it gets better, because I'm telling you it gets better. Prepare for this shit. This is like going to war. You don't go to war one day like, I'm gonna go to war. No, you prepare for war. You have your gun, you have your foods, you have your water, you have, you know, your knife, your first aid kit. You got everything you need to survive, a way to make shelter, a way to make fire. You know, you got everything and you're prepared. That's how you got to go into getting off Suboxone. You got to be prepared to go to battle. And once you accept that, and once you acknowledge that you're gonna be in this shit, you're gonna be going through hell on earth, literally. Once you accept it, and once you're prepared for it, you'll do it because you want it. You're tired of this shit. I'm tired of it. I was tired of it. I feel so much better now, guys. I feel so much better. I'm alive. My emotions are coming back. I haven't cried in the past 6 weeks. First tear that dropped down my eyes was about 4 days ago. I was like, yes, I'm feeling again, dude. Let's go. Cry. Let me cry my eyes out. Well, I had one tear, all right? It's pretty emotional. I was watching Avatar last night for the first time sober. I almost fucking cried watching Avatar, all right? Shit hit me. I'm like, this is great. This is great. I'm feeling again. Let's go. This is great. This is great. Life is great. Sober. Truly sober. 56 days with no drugs, no Suboxone, no benzos, no Adderall, no LSD, no ketamine, no cocaine, no alcohol, no weed, no fucking DMT, no fucking nothing. No research chemicals, that pressed Xanax that I was getting off the dark web. None of this shit anymore, guys. 56 days, it's a fucking miracle. Looking at my damn tree over here, it's beautiful. I got orchids growing. I bought that guy at Home Depot a few days ago. Guys, I'm living again. A lot of shit's not great. Finances are fucked. No job yet. I'm gonna go get one. But listen, I'm sober and I can do anything now that I'm sober and I don't have that Suboxone motherfucking handcuffs on me anymore. Let's go. No Adderall, no Xanax in me every day. Life's good, guys. Life gets better. So go get that shit, guys. Don't let Suboxone hold your fucking hands behind your back. Get off that shit. It's fucking gnarly. If you're over opiates and you're been on Suboxone for a minute, and you're ready to get off of it because you're just tired of this shit like I was, and you don't know what it's doing up here and to your body, to your soul, to your heart, to your head. You don't know what it's doing. You don't know what it's doing. It's making you a different person, though. It made me a different person. I'm finally getting Tyler back, and it feels really, really good. And I hope you guys can get it. If there's anything I can do to help, please reach out in the comment section. I will answer any questions you guys got. I'll probably I want to make more videos. It's my first fucking legit YouTube video, but I want to help you guys, you know? And by helping you guys, it helps me stay sober just for another day, you know? Just for one more day. Just today I'm gonna get sober, you know? Or be sober. Got a lot of work to do, guys. I got a lot of work to do, but you know, one day at a time, take it easy, keep it simple, restart. It's fucking Tyler reborn again, all right? That's what's going down right now. And it feels great. So I hope this video wasn't too long. I hope you guys can get something out of it. I hope it might give you a little kick in the ass to have some resolution with this, because there is an end. There is a bright future out there for you. You can do it, guys. All right, let's go. Peace out. See you next time.